Yo, what's up guys, it's Haney Design and I'm going to be showing y'all how y'all can make this AJ Brown sports poster in Photoshop. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so first we're going to be starting with this background here. I started off by coloring it this teal color, like kind of close to the Philadelphia green, but just more blue. You can see I have 3 different of the same sky pictures. It's just because it wasn't big enough. So I just duplicate it and put one under the other until it kind of fades out and it's this nice look. Then I changed the hue and saturation to that Philadelphia green again, just something along the lines. Then I add a brightness and contrast. I put it on just all the way up, and you press Control I on this part of the mask. Take your brush on white, come up here and just paint it on. And then I made the sky darker, you can see, but I left this part bright just by making it darker. Control I again and just paint on the moon just like this with a low flow, and you'll get that look right there. Okay, now the second part of the background is the city. So what we did here was first of all, we had this picture right here of Philadelphia. So we just took this picture of Philadelphia and we added a gradient map onto it. Basically what I like to do to sort of blend it in, you can see it kind of has that same color. I take the darkest point out of the sky, and I take a medium point somewhere right here out of the sky. See right here, this is the darkest point up here. Medium point somewhere, just somewhere around here, it looks like middle, and then brightest point right there. And you're gonna set it to about 50. Sometimes you can put it on a blend mode, just see what looks good. Next, color balance needs to be blended a little bit more. Just tinker with it, the midtones, the shadows, the highlights, and see what looks best. Next, for the exposure, oh never mind, hold on, this was a pain, but if I just leave like this, to me it still looks like it's daytime because of these harsh like this light shining through the trees, right? So literally all I did, get my brush tool, it took me a long time. I would click right here, right next to it, and paint in just with the brush, soft brush, and that's it. Next, we have this exposure layer right here. We put it on -306. We just try to make it as dark as this darkest point in the sky. And you see we left a little bit right here, a little bit on the tops of the trees, on these cars a little bit. So all we did was we left it like this, and then took our black brush for our layer mask and painted right here. We painted right here just with about a 30 flow brush, so it looks like that moon is hitting that building right there. Next, we just brightened everything up a little bit, just put on 15, and that's it for our background right there. Next, we'll work on our AJ Brown in the background. Okay, so here we have a camera raw filter. I can go in here and show y'all what I did. So I do this almost this exact thing for every skin I do. Highlights -46, shadows +41, texture 71, clarity 7. Bring the vibrance down a little bit, and it gives it that sort of grainy look. Noise reduction, just tinker with it, whatever. You don't want to take out too much sharpness. But then our aquas, this green right here, we brought out the saturation, and then the saturation of his skin we brought down a little bit, just on this color mixer slide. And then we messed with the luminance. We brought the luminance, the brightness of his jersey up, and his skin down. So there's a camera raw filter. Next, we add this fog right here. So we go right here, right click, solid color, and we put it on a teal from the sky. Then we Control I it to where it's not showing. Go on our white brush, I like to go at about 10 flow, and you can just paint it on. You get this fog right here, just like that, and we just put it on the lower half of him. What we did was we got our exposure, and we try to just mess with the exposure until it looks like it's the same darkness as the other dark points in the picture. So we did that, and then we went on our black brush and we just left it all on, and you can see this part of him is not dark, and the very edges where this moonlight might hit, like the edge of right here, we just didn't paint these areas, or we didn't let those be dark. Next, for our brightness and contrast, minus 67, 27, and then press Control I on the mask again, brush, white brush, at about a 20 flow, and every single little shadow, just paint them in. You can see how big of a difference it makes. Next, we have our color fill. You can see we did it just like this color fill. We just made it the same color as this light right here, and all we did was about 10-15 flow, brush on white, and you can just paint it on, and you can just add that glow. You can see around the edges we made it a lot harsher. And then for this exposure, I'm missing a piece here, hold on, we gotta go back. We added in this part of the background, and everything I did here to make it blend in, I did the same with this other thing. So yeah, we missed that, but yeah, we added the shadow on his hand with an exposure just because this building is, you know, covering the light. And for this AJ Brown, nothing too special on this one, we added this foot shadow. Just took our brush and just painted on with black. And here we added in our picture. We added an exposure, the same thing, left the side very light. That's where the moon's going to be hitting it. And then we went ahead and got some shadows. I felt it was kind of pointless getting the shadows in here because it's already so dark, basically all black. And then we added these highlights right here. And then for the final camera raw, this is what we came out with right there. And yeah guys, that's how you make this picture. So make sure to let me know if this helped y'all in any way, leave a like, and yeah, thank y'all.